Hi guys, this is Snow. Last time we implemented object detection function. So if you use an item in front of its target object, you can use it and do some specific action. Also, we placed a treasure chest so you can open it and get a loot. In this video, we edit our inventory system a little bit and make certain items stackable, like these potions, so they won't take too much inventory space. So first, in this entity class, as item attributes, we create two variables, public boolean stackable. Default is false, and also public int amount, and the default value is 1. Then we set this stackable boolean true in whatever item class that you want to make it stackable. So among these objects, I'm gonna make this key and also this potion stackable. I'm not gonna make these weapons and the shield stackable, so each equipment takes one inventory slot. Okay. So we're gonna set this stackable boolean true for this key and the potion. Okay, then in this player class, we create a method, like after this select item method, public int. I'm gonna name this search item in inventory, and we receive item name as a parameter. So this is kind of a convenient function that we can probably use in various situations. So what this does is, whenever we get an item, we call this method and pass this item name and scan our inventory and check if the same item is already in our inventory. And if you have the same item, return the index of the item. Int item index 999 0. So scan inventory size, and if inventory.get index I, its name is equals to item name, then item index is I, and break the loop. I think maybe this is not necessary, but just in case. And finally return this item index. Okay, then we create another kind of a utility method, public boolean can obtain item, and we receive entity. And what we do here is we're gonna check if we can obtain this item, because now some items are stackable. We need to check kind of various conditions. For example, if you already have the same item, then we're not gonna use an extra inventory slot, but we just increase its amount. And if the item is not stackable, then we just put in an empty slot, but still we need to check if there is a space in our inventory. And even if you don't have a space in your inventory, if you already have this item and if it's stackable, then you can still get the item. So we're gonna return boolean can obtain. So basically we're gonna check if if we can obtain this item. And first we check if item is stackable. So if item dot stackable equal true, and we're gonna use that method search item inventory and pass this item's name. And then if returned index is not 999, which means we already have the same item in our inventory. So in that case, index, we just add its amount. And this boolean is true. And else, can obtain, not obtain. And else means, so this is a new item, so need to check vacancy. So if inventory.size not equal max inventory size, in that case we can get this item, so we just add this item using another inventory slot. Okay, and now why always a type of rain? And now we're gonna create else. So this means not stackable. So check vacancy. So I think we can just copy and paste this. Okay, and finally we're gonna return this can not obtain but obtain. Okay, that's all for this method. Now go to this pickup object. So this is where we pick up an item on the ground. So instead of checking inventory size here, we're gonna call that can obtain item and pass this item, picked up item. And so this is gonna return true or false. And if it returns true, then yeah, which means we can get this item. So play sound effect and display this text, and else you cannot carry anymore. Yeah, like this. Alright, then let's display this amount on our inventory screen. Go to this UI class, draw inventory method. Okay, so here, so we display the amount. If entity.inventory.get index i's amount is greater than 1, first set the font size, g2.get font derive font like 32, and we declare two variables, amount x and amount y. I want to display the number at the bottom right of the slot, so around here. And also I want to align the text to the right, like this, like these. So string s equal, so first we get a number as a string, inventory.get i.amount, and pass it to that get x for line to right text, So pass this string, and also we need to pass the tail x, so slot x plus 44 or something. Maybe spelling is not correct. Get x4. Okay, something was wrong, I guess. And amount y is slot y plus tile size. Then we draw the shadow of the number. Set color. I'm gonna use kinda grayish color. And draw string s, and amount x, amount y. Then number g2 that set color white, and the draw string s, and this time -3. Okay, that's it, I think. So let's check how it looks like. I'm gonna place some portions on the ground. Okay, let's take care of the chest too. This is another situation we get an item, so here as well, instead of checking the inventory size here, we're gonna call that can obtain item and pass route, and if it returns okay, and this time false, I think, because this is the first choice. So, and I think we don't need this anymore because we already add this item inside of this can obtain item method. So delete this. Okay, let's check. Okay, first portion, second portion, and third portion. Okay, looks good. Now open that chest and get another key. Alright, key. Obtain the key, and now we have 2 keys. Okay, it's working good, I think. But right now, when we use these stacked item, then it just disappears like this. So instead of removing it from inventory, we need to reduce the amount. So player class, and here select item, and this is where we use the consumable items. We're gonna add this if statement. If selected items amount is greater than 1, then we just reduce its amount by 1, and else we remove it. Okay, let's check. Yeah. Okay. And there are still 2 situations that we need to fix. The one is when we buy an item from the merchant, and the other one is when you sell an item. So in this UI class, we need to fix this trade buy and the trade sell. So where is it? Buy an item. Okay, here I think. So in case your inventory is full, this is where we can get an item. So okay, let's comment out for now, and we're gonna create another else condition, and here if gp.player.can obtain item, and the item is we're gonna pass this one. This is what we just bought or trying to buy, and if this return true, in that case we already got an item in this method, so I think we just reduce our coin, and else. So this else means so we couldn't get the item for some reason. So in that case we're gonna handle this. So this situation, so substate 0 on the dialog, and you cannot carry anymore, and we don't need this anymore, like this. And finally we fix this trade sell method, and this should be done quickly. Here when we remove an item from our inventory, we add this condition, player.inventory.get something is wrong. Inventory, what? Inventory.get item index. That amount is greater than 1. Then we just increase the amount. No, reduce the amount we are selling it, and else. So it's not stackable, then we can just remove it. Okay, that's everything, I think. Okay, let's check. Okay, let's buy. Okay. Oh, wait. The number is displayed on merchant's inventory as well, so something is wrong. I think here, display amount, and we're gonna add another condition. If entity equal player. Alright, let's check. Okay, yeah, I guess it's okay this time. Okay, working good. So now we can stack items and carry more items. I hope this was useful for you. Thanks for watching, and until next time.